Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle FtW and welcome back to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022 video. That's probably not going to be how I'm going to do my intro every time, but you know, we have to compare the original Modern Warfare 2 and this one, of course. But welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about a whole bunch of very exciting things regarding Modern Warfare 2 as a game as a whole, including the additions of the game, as well as some multiplayer details, which is very, very cool. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. So starting off here with the first thing, we have ourselves the new additions of Modern Warfare 2 this year. And this is a tweet from Charlie Intel, which I will go ahead and link down below in the description. All of my information and everything like that is linked down below in the description. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off here with the first thing, we have ourselves the cross-gen bundle, which includes the PlayStation 4 version of the game, the PlayStation 5 version of the game, if you buy it on PlayStation, and if you buy the Xbox One, it includes the Xbox One version as well as the Series X/S versions. Then if you buy it on PC, you will get both editions on the PC version of the game as well. Now, weirdly enough, it says cross-gen bundle. If you look at the image on screen, it actually says all of the consoles are included together, which I don't think that's how it's going to work. That doesn't really make any sense, considering that they wouldn't be able to have a code for the PlayStation, then you can go straight to the Xbox to play it, then go straight to the PC. So I think it's just based off of the consoles itself. And then if you buy the cross-gen bundle, you get access to the early access to the open beta, which is very, very cool. And again, it is going early on PlayStation, so for those guys on Xbox and PC, it'll probably go a week early for you on... they'll probably organize it how they did it last year, where the people on PlayStation will have it a week early before anyone else. And then the next week, it will be the early access for Xbox people, and everyone on PlayStation can play together, or probably Xbox and PC, and then the following week will be open for everybody. So it's like a 3-week sort of beta is what I'm thinking it's going to be, because that's how it was last year. So then if you get the Vault edition of Modern Warfare 2, it includes every edition as per usual, and it also includes the early access to the open beta, but also includes the Ghost Legacy Pack, which has all of the classic skins from Modern Warfare 2019, which is pretty cool. For those of you who weren't able to play that game, we also have the Red Team 141 Operator Pack, which is new. It's going to probably be skins for everybody in the 141 Operator, which I'm thinking includes Ghost, Price, Soap, and Gaz, maybe a few others. Then we have ourselves the FJK Cinder Weapon Vault, which I'm not really sure what that is either. Sounds like a weapon to me, but I'm not really sure. Then we have ourselves a Battle Pass included plus 50 tier skips, which is very, very cool as well. Then we have ourselves 10 hours of XP, 10 hours of double XP plus 10 hours of double weapon XP. So that is everything that is included with the edition. And as far as I can tell, there are only 2 editions right now. There's not going to be, you know, a middle edition that's cheaper. But obviously, if you go to GameStop or whatever thing, wherever you buy games, you'll see all the editions that are available to you, and so those are very, very cool there. And that's basically it for the editions. Now jumping over here and talking about some of the multiplayer gameplay, we have ourselves two articles from Charlie Intel. The first one here says that Gunsmith returns in Modern Warfare 2 with new features, creator class, and attachment tuning. It says here, Modern Warfare 2 will provide players with extensive weapon customization options by delivering a variation of Call of Duty's classic Gunsmith system with new features. Every year, the Call of Duty devs attempt to give players more customization over their weaponry when it comes to multiplayer gameplay, and Modern Warfare 2 is no different. While most Call of Duty fans will be familiar with the Gunsmith system that encourages players to unlock and equip attachments to their weapons, there will be some new created class features to get used to in Modern Warfare 2. The Gunsmith system is a vital aspect of multiplayer success, as it allows for weapons to undergo drastic changes in an instant. Here's everything you need to know about Modern Warfare 2's Gunsmith. So starting off here with the first thing, it says Modern Warfare 2 Gunsmith Explained. So it says here, in Modern Warfare 2, players can expect a broader range of attachment types than ever before. This means that players will have more tools to adjust how the weapon feel in game. This added depth is meant to increase your control over the gameplay experience by shaping the weapon to suit different playstyles. While this hasn't been confirmed as of yet, it is expected that each Modern Warfare 2 weapon will arrive around 70 attachments to unlock, so I'm assuming 70 weapon levels, just like it was in Vanguard. This is just the first indication of how much control players will have over customization via the gunsmith. Another vital detail that hasn't been confirmed yet is the number of attachments players will be able to equip per weapon. While we don't have an exact number to share at this moment, it is expected to be fewer than Vanguard's total of 10. So I have heard a leak before, earlier when they were kind of talking about leaks and information, that they were going to have 5 attachments just like Modern Warfare 2019, and I'm assuming that is going to be the case, being that it is less than 10. So we'll have to see when the game comes out, of course, though. Next, it says attachment tuning feature coming to Modern Warfare 2. It says here the most drastic change coming to Modern Warfare 2's Gunsmith is the ability to tune weapon attachments. As most COD players already know, weapon attachments bring pros and cons to alter the weapon, how the weapon feels in game. For the first time in Call of Duty history, players will be able to adjust the characteristics of attachments to best suit their needs. For example, if a standard stock attachment adds movement speed and reduces recoil control, you'll be able to adjust the extent to which the movement speed is increased and the recoil control is decreased via attachment tuning. This feature will only be available for weapons that reach a certain level, which means you'll need to be proficient with the weapon to access this feature. This is an opportunity to make weapons overpowered. It will just drastically will result in a corresponding negative. Players will still need to respect the balance between pros and cons, but they will be free to decide where that balance lies. And this is very, very interesting. Again, it just sounds very complicated. Again, I'm just reporting the news here, but it sounds just another complication on top of the created class system that is already super, super confusing. I probably won't be taking advantage of this feature very much, just because of the fact that I like a simple Call of Duty gameplay where I just equip attachment and it is what it is. But this is still a very, very cool attachment thing if you guys are really, really into this type of thing, and is a very new and cool feature. The next thing he says here is Modern Warfare 2 default loadout types. So it says Infinity Ward have decided to do things a little different this year when it comes to the default loadouts. Well, default loadouts fail to maintain their importance throughout the entirety of the game. They'll be an integral aspect of Modern Warfare 2's early hours. Modern Warfare 2 default loadouts were designed with 3 playstyles in mind: Rusher, Sentinel, and Stalker. Each behavior type will have 2 corresponding default loadouts for a total of 6. The Rusher loadouts will suit players who constantly seek action with aggressive gameplay. Definitely me. The Sentinel loadouts are for stationary players who value their life in the game above all else. And last but not least, the Stalker loadouts are for players who think before they act and observe their surroundings. These players are also interested in the objective. So this is very, very interesting as well. Again, default loadouts, they're probably not going to be used very often either. This does sound pretty cool. Being that I am a Rusher player, this is definitely going to be a very, very cool thing for me. That's going to basically make things very, very easy to use. But, again, it's going to be the same thing as every Call of Duty year ever, where people will use the default loadouts until they get to level 5, where they get created class, and boom, that's going to be it for it. But again, still pretty cool additions there. And then last but not least, the last thing I wanted to cover in this video really, really fast is 2 brand new modes. So it says here from Charlie Intel once again, Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer introduces 2 new modes, Knockout and Prison Rescue. So it says here, Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer introduces 2 brand new modes for players to compete in, with Gunfight-esque Knockout and Rainbow Six Siege inspired Prisoner Rescue joining the fray. So this is very, very cool. So let's go ahead and get into the article. We're officially on the road to Modern Warfare 2 with the first gameplay trailer dropping on June 8th, along with the first look at gameplay at Summer Game Fest on June 9th, which is tomorrow. That's very, very cool. I didn't even know that this was going to happen, but I'm super, super excited that is going to happen. So gameplay tomorrow for Modern Warfare 2. Very, very cool. I'm assuming campaign, probably not multiplayer. But anyways, continuing on here. On top of all that, there's a mountain of information available thanks to Infinity Ward, who invited content creators to check out an early build of the game as part of this early access event. Charlie Intel was able to get hands-on with the game. As always, multiplayer is a vital part of the latest Call of Duty title, while your favorite modes like Hardpoint, Search and Destroy return. I don't know why they didn't say TDM and Domination, but whatever, it's fine. There are 2 new type of game modes for players to enjoy, Knockout and Prisoner Rescue. So here are the details. So it says here, Knockout. When Modern Warfare 2 released back in 2019, one of the headline additions was Gunfight. This 2v2 game mode gave players 40 seconds to kill the enemy team, otherwise they had to fight for the overtime flag to snatch the round win. For Modern Warfare 2, Infinity Ward have taken the tried and true Gunfight mode and melded it with a regular multiplayer, creating Knockout. The Knockout is a 6v6 mode where players have 1 life. Like Warzone, you can revive a teammate, but once your whole team is down, the round is finished. Players will fight for control of a package, with whoever holds the package at the end declared the winner. So this is very, very cool. Sounds like a fun search and destroy type mode, and sounds awesome. Next, we have ourselves Prisoner Rescue. If you've ever played Rainbow Six Siege, you'll immediately recognize Prisoner Rescue. In this mode, teams are split into attack and defense. Just like Search and Destroy, the attackers are tasked with rescuing the hostage and extracting them from the building while defenders attempt to protect them from the insurgents. Modern Warfare 2 players will be able to breach doors and walls like Rainbow Six Siege, and victory comes through either eliminating the other team or completing your objective. And that's very, very cool. Sounds like a fun mode. Definitely can see myself playing this from time to time. Probably won't be a main mode that I play, of course, but still sounds very cool. I do like Rainbow Six Siege. I play it from time to time, and this sounds awesome. I definitely really, really like how this sounds. And then the article finishes by saying, multiplayer Modern Warfare 2 is set for a major shakeup. Infinity Ward have also added new field upgrades, including tactical camera and DDoS EMP, major movement changes with the introduction of swimming, and some seismic changes to Gunsmith 2, which is very, very awesome. So again, I will be covering some more of that information as well in the near future. But there we go, guys. That is going to do it for this video. We went through a whole bunch of things. I will be leaving timestamps of every single thing that I talked about within the description so you guys can see everything. So it's a quick, concise video if you want it to be, or you guys can check everything out if you so wish. I will also leave Charlie Intel's Twitter link down below. I'm sure most of you guys who are watching this video follow them at this point, but if you don't follow them, they have been posting a whole bunch of stuff since we got the information, so you guys can just read through all of these. I'm just going to be covering the news straight from Charlie Intel, the actual website, but I will be covering some things from the Twitter as well. But again, this sounds like a very, very awesome thing. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are about the changes that are coming. Me personally, they sound pretty cool, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting my hands on these new modes. I'll probably have gameplay on them when the game comes out. So yeah, there we go, guys. That's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are about everything that I mentioned here within this video. Let me know which edition you guys are going to get. Me personally, at the moment, I think I'm probably just going to be getting the Vault Edition, probably just because of the Battle Pass and the 50 tier skip, stuff like that, just so I can get that out of the way early on. But again, let me know what you guys are thinking. But anyway, guys, if you guys did enjoy the video, like was appreciated. Want to check out any of my other previous Modern Warfare 2 videos, including my previous video, which showed you guys the reveal trailer, and I did a little mini breakdown of that. You guys can feel free to check that link down below within the description. Also, the previous video will be at the end of the video as well. See you guys all on another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 video very, very soon.